Welcome to the Crystal Earth Podcast, brought to you by the Crystal Earth Gallery, your mineral and bead emporium. I'm your host, Nic Scogna, and each week we're going to dive deep into the fascinating world of gemstones. From their physical properties to their metaphysical powers, we're going to explore what makes each stone unique. Plus, we'll occasionally be joined by special guests who share their expert insights, their offerings as well. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your journey, there's something here for everyone. Let's discover the wonders and treasures of the earth. Well, howdy everybody. This is Nic Scogna. I'm your host of the Crystal Earth Podcast, and we are back for another episode. We're going to be covering Apophyllite today, one of my favorite stones. I did want to ask if you have a favorite gemstone, you'd love to put it in the comments, so share it with others what your favorite gemstone is. Apophyllite ranks really high for me, so I definitely would be putting that in the comments for myself because I love Apophyllite. Is Apophyllite one of your favorites, and what do you like about it? Feel free to put that in the comments as well. Now, we do have our open door policy for anyone interested in gemstones that want to talk about what they love about gemstones. We'd love to hear from you. Feel free to get in touch either through the comment section or you can direct message via our social media, which is Crystal Earth Podcast and the Crystal Earth Gallery, depending on where you're at. Facebook, Instagram, Blue Sky, and the like. So today we're going to be going into Apophyllite. As I said, it's one of my favorites. I have always been a really big fan of clear quartz crystals, and I, long time ago, found Apophyllite, and I thought, wow, what is this? I thought it might be of some form or a variety of quartz, only to find out that it's not quartz. It's a completely different gemstone. I like to think of it as an alternative to quartz. If you know quartz, you're into quartz crystals, you'll probably be into Apophyllite too, because it just has a very vibrant, strong flash and higher refraction, great sparkle, much like a diamond, but it has that clear quality depending on the piece that you have. And a long time ago, I heard tale of green Apophyllite. So I went on a mission to find green Apophyllite. I didn't end up finding it, of course. I love green Apophyllite. Do have some of it in stock. It is of a really neat, almost like a kryptonite type of green. It's really beautiful. And I'll have some of that in a video of some of the specimens that we have in stock. As I'd said before, I'm trying to make sure that the pictures of gemstones that I do carry, that the video is more high quality. The images that I have to get from around the web tend to be less so. So there are a few videos where I'm not so into what I presented as far as the pictures go. And it's mainly because I don't have control of that type of material. I don't have it in stock to take videos or pictures of it. But Apophyllite I do. We have quite a bit of it. The pyramids, the tops, and clusters, and the like. So let's dive into Apophyllite. What is it? What is Apophyllite? Let's pull up our little video here so we can see what it looks like. Okay. So you have your Apophyllite here. Let's see if I can get this a little bigger for us. No, good enough. Okay. You'll see that the clusters are akin to the clear quartz, that they will send the that energy out of the stone in multiple directions at once, creating kind of a scatter effect. That's one of the nice things with any of the clusters, whether that be quartz or apophyllite or the like. So what is apophyllite? Apophyllite is a mineral known for its brilliant reflective surfaces, as I said, and transparency. Its name is from the Greek words apo, meaning off, and phylon, meaning to leaf or leaf. This refers to its tendency to flake or peel, most specifically when it's heated, but it will also you'll sheath off or leaf off. The tips will come off fairly easily when banged around. So it may sound delicate, but it isn't. It is a resilient, great decorative piece as far as gemstones go. It's just that it has a tendency with the tips. That tips will keep popping off to smaller and smaller little pyramids. And that's what it looks like. Apophyllite forms in volcanic environments, um, basalt and other igneous rocks, often found in cavities or bugs where it grows into these clusters. And a lot of what you see, you'll see one side is the outer edge of this bug or cavity basalt. And the crystals form very well in these pockets. They develop over time as silica-rich fluids cool and solidify within the pocket. And that creates these beautiful crystal forms. Now this part here, you'll see some heulandite and some stilbite growing. And here's some of the green apophyllite as well with, I believe that's heulandite there, growing with other zeolites, other of these basaltic and igneous gemstones, zeolites, which we will cover in future shows. But you will find apophyllite in green and pink and even yellow varieties, depending on trace amounts of iron or manganese when it's growing. Now, some of the finest apophyllites, where they're found, the specimens will come from India. Most of everything that I carry is from India. As far as the apophyllite goes, it's a Poon region, and they have just these amazing clear and green apophylites that come from there. Brazil have apophyllite clusters also with a variety of colors and unique formations as well. Iceland and Scotland, known more for subtle understated apophyllite specimens, maybe not so much of this brilliance that you see here with these big plates. And again, there you see the green apophyllite in with, I believe that is stilbite and heulandite in that cluster. And then, of course, the United States also has apophyllites, New Jersey, Oregon, and the like, wherever the basalt formations are prevalent. The shapes that we talk about a lot of it, this pyramidal type shape, they're natural crystal shapes that absolutely will just blow you away if you've never experienced it before. And I have some of the single pieces here in this video as well, from very large to little mini pieces that look like little Herkimer diamonds or little diamonds. Very beautiful. So it does have high water content. This can give it a pearly luster that enhances its light reflecting properties. When we'll go into that a little bit with the metaphysical properties, we call it the Stargate effect, the Hall of Mirrors. When you're looking from the underside, you can see in some of these as well, these clusters here. You might also notice a shimmer or ghosting effect, and especially under bright light. And of course, that will underscore some of its ethereal energetic property. Now, apophyllite doesn't have an extensive historical record as like quartz or garnet or anything like that, but it has a very long history with energetic properties, traditional healing practices. It's considered a stone of truth and connection, and often placed in sacred spaces to amplify the energy of the environment, much that you would use a quartz cluster to do. So let's get into the metaphysical properties of apophyllite. This stone is definitely revered in the metaphysical world for this spiritual elevator or Stargate effect, this ability for it to help one to transcend where they're at. So it holds a high vibrational energy, and it's something that should be in everybody's toolkit. Some of the highlights for Apophyllite: emotional clarity. Apophyllite said to help release suppressed emotions. So it makes it great for doing past work, going into past trauma. Also to enhancing intuition. It's associated with the third eye and crown chakras. So this can help to offer an insight and spiritual guidance in your meditations. It is said to help with meditation in that bridging effect that allows you to access higher realms. But it also has a calming and focusing energy. I don't consider it to be super calming, but a lot of people say that it has a calming effect, but it definitely allows for a magnification or focusing effect in your meditation, and to be able to connect outwardly or upwardly, depending on how you work. And then, of course, as we said before, classically, Apophyllite encourages truthful communication. That goes for your experience, with yourself and with others. So some of the uses for Apophyllite that you could find metaphysically. Meditation spaces, obviously, it would be great for creating that peaceful atmosphere. Reiki and energy work. At the end here of this video, I have what I make with some of these Apophyllite tips of these focus wands for the hand to work with the energy. And I use that in Reiki as well. But it helps to clear blockages, make that connection, amplify healing energies as well. And then, of course, the large pieces, even some of the big points like this here, make for really nice decorative pieces. You can definitely put these on a stand and really see that light dispersion that it does, which is really nice, kind of scattering the light in the room if you put it in a window area or something like that. Very beautiful. And again, it's one of my favorite stones. I absolutely love it. And we have our astrological and numerological bits on this stone. We are associating this with Gemini, the clarity and adaptability and truth-seeking being the top for that. And numerologically, we're putting it with the number 6 for balance, love, and healing. And you do get a lot of that with this stone. Now, again, I call it the Stargate stone. Some people call it the spiritual elevator. It is very useful in meditation practices to do astral work. And so that's definitely one that I recommend, for anybody to have in their grids, in the centerpiece of their grid, or anything like that. All right. Well, again, thank you for joining me as we explored this wonderful stone. Let's see if I can get this fixed here. The stone Apophyllite is one of those stones that is always going to be found in somebody that's working with gemstones metaphysically. It's less so in collectors' collections, but it isn't something that's going to be hard to attain. So if this is something that you're looking for, they're not expensive typically. Some of the clusters, because of weight, because of how heavy they are from the basalt and the base rock, they tend to seem like they're more, but by weight, I think they're less than amethyst typically. So you can get a really nice cluster at a very good rate of Apophyllite, and get to enjoy a cluster for your space. So it is definitely one of those stones that I highly recommend getting into, experiencing, and collecting if it's something that you're into doing. It is one of those zeolites, so you can collect a whole variety of stones in that family of stone. And I think that its unique properties make it one of those standout stones as well that you'd be really just in awe of. I do thank you for joining me again for our dive into the gemstone world. We're doing the A to Z, and I'd love to have you come along and explore gemstones with me. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. Let's help push the Crystal Talk to the top of the algorithm. I am working on trying to get to the next 2,000 followers. So we're looking to get to 2,000 followers here by the summer. Let's see if we can do it. If you're into rocks or you know somebody that is, feel free to share this with others and help spread the word. And let's bring crystals and gemstones and things that we love to talk about back to the conversation. Well, my friends, until next time, be well.